Lego set 6380 build, Emergency Treatment Center. This set first came out in 1987, and I thought I'd do a build of it because I still have the set. First thing I do is go through and take it apart and sort all of the colors and pieces. Back then, I never ever bothered to sort because all the pieces were kind of big, but hey, new traditions went out and I'm starting to sort things these days. So I thought I'd go through and show what the instructions look like, just in case you didn't have them. Here is a reference for it. You can go ahead and skip ahead if you don't want to see all of them. But there aren't many. I think there's a total of 11 steps for the ambulance and 15 for the remainder of the build. I kind of wish there were more instructions because it would make it a lot easier to actually build things and get them in the right spot. But 15 is good. It makes it seem like it's a fast build. So let's start the build off with the ambulance. Find all those pieces. There are lots of tiny little ones and they're all white, so it's surprisingly difficult to find them all. So it's kind of funny in that all the older sets usually had really big pieces, and the ones in this set were actually kind of small. I was expecting them all to be like these big chunky 2x4s. I've gotten used to all the modern sets where they tell you you need 4 red pieces and 2 yellow pieces and a grill, and you assemble them and put them together. But this one is very old style instructions where it's just kind of notice what the difference is between the two pictures. So that made it a little challenging with everything was all white. And in fact, I thought I was done at a couple points when I still had some more pieces to put on there. Because they had these little pieces, there's a plus on the background and a little antenna sticking up. So here it is. I thought I was done. Not quite, but pretty close. I kind of wish it had one of those blocks in it that you push on it and it has light in it, or it can at least light up all the tops and kind of go wheel, 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 wheel. That would be amazing. I kind of like these stretchers. They got these neat little folding things on the bottom. Haven't seen those in a long time. I haven't seen them since, but it does work pretty well as a stretcher. And this guy seems entirely too happy to be on a stretcher and going in the back of an ambulance. They must have good meds. Let's just get this guy in there. I mean, there's doors, but they don't work. All right, and we're done. Cool, let's build the rest of the build. So the first thing I was trying to do was count off all the squares for where to put everything. And I got it mostly right, except I was off by one little pip at the top. The gaps at the top should be 4 instead of 3. Don't worry, I found that out later on when I was mostly done with the build. In this one, there's mostly building up these columns of white 1x2 pieces, and then you kind of put the windows in there. I thought it was kind of funny because some of the windows have this really cool plus symbol on them, and the other ones don't. And it's kind of why wouldn't they just put the plus symbol on all of them instead of some of them? I don't know. And then you got that crazy thing for inspecting patients. It looks more like a radiation beam or something. It's pretty cool, but I'm glad I'm not a patient there. And this is where I missed putting in a block, so I put it back in. Surprisingly difficult, meant for people with small hands. Alright, build's complete, but you gotta play with it a little bit. So let's get some guys out there and have some fun. We got another dude on a stretcher, also very happy to be on a stretcher. And the nurse and the doctor out there, also very happy to be out there. I think everyone's just having a great time. Everything was better in the 80s. That's what I'm getting from this. The 80s were fantastic, and I wish all our medicine was back in the 80s. Yep, we're done, and look how close it is to the instructions. Job well done, I say. And I was trying to do a nice sweep around the outside. It's got a little warped, but you see what it looks like. I think it's a pretty neat set. I like the little suggestions they had in the back. I couldn't get my fingers in there to fit the pieces in there, but I got pretty close. And I like that we got mountains of coffee in there. true to life. The realism is just amazing. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.